Food, what is it doing in my literature? That's what I intend to investigate as I study K-pop Demon Hunters, the Bible, Studio Ghibli movies, and the myth of Persephone and Hades. Also, I've got this really cute little notepad, so that's how I'm doing my notes. The first example of food in literature that fulfills our said research question was K-pop Demon Hunters with the Saja Boys Soda Pop song. Now, the whole movie has to deal with shame and love and what it means to love yourself and what it means to accept your shame. But in the beginning of the movie, while both forces are still battling for general popularity and also thus kind of moral control over Earth, while they're doing that, the Saja Boys are releasing the song Soda Pop so that they can entice fans to, become addicted to their fun, bubbly nature, like a soda. This is a representation of temptation. It's sort of like there is this denial of if something is unhealthy because it is fun. And that is exactly the kind of energy that the Saja Boys are using to pull viewers in or their audience into liking their band. Ramsey, you are not allowed in. Ramsey. This was, I believe, probably the most appropriate way to describe what this version of shame is to children, because you couldn't play the last song in the movie as the Saja Boys' first song. First, you had to lay out this idea of what their purpose is, how they're trying to make people addicted to them, to paint them as being evil first in a way that is deniable until it becomes undeniable. And the soda pop is the same way. It's deniable in the beginning. When you first start drinking soda, you can be like, oh, it's fine. I'm 5. I guess that's when I think most people start drinking soda. It'll be fine. It's not going to build up over time, but it does. And that's exactly how the temptation works as well. In the Bible, we have what comes immediately to my mind is 2 examples of the story of Adam and Eve when Eve partook in the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, if that's even correct. But at least I said it smoothly and incorrectly then. That is a show of temptation. The snake literally tempted Eve, so that one I feel is a little bit more obvious. And then the story of Jesus making enough fish and bread, and the story of Jesus taking a small amount of fish and bread and making it something that will be enough for multitudes of people. And that's a great show of love. I mean, all throughout the Bible, food and cooking and rituals are in place. And this shows, yes, the metaphorical use of food as an abstract conception of love, but it also shows how far back our use of these metaphors are. When we were just beginning society, when we were just starting to write holy scripts, in the story of what we consider to be our own actual creation, food is so gingerly entwined. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the myth of Persephone and Hades, I won't go into a whole lowdown of it, but basically there is some debate between different analyzers on if this is a myth of love or manipulation. I don't personally have a stance on that because I mainly just wanted to bring up that pomegranate seeds, the amount that she ate was how many months she had to be in winter. And this is either a show of love or temptation because of this difference in interpretation. And then Studio Ghibli, they have all sorts of representation of food. In Spirited Away, it is literally a medicine to make them better. And Ponyo ham is one of the biggest themes. It's an innate and playful desire that Ponyo has that makes her distinctly human, or at least distinctly loving. And then this one may be too abstract, but in Howl's Moving Castle, Howl technically does eat the star, which then makes Calcifer take over his heart. But he does technically eat him. So that would be a use of food as an example of desire. The desire to no longer feel your own emotions and to become as powerful as you feel you need to be to protect yourself. But this is just a few highlights on how I can shortly describe how food and literature interact with each other. I'm very excited to keep exploring these topics, and I hope to be back. Well, I will be back, but I'm excited.